Is Claude 3 the GPT killer? Well, I wouldn't say so, but the free version of Claude 3 is basically as good as GPT-4, the paid version. Let's have a look at it. Here are the Claude 3 benchmarks, and as you can see, the paid version, Opus, outperforms GPT-4 on everything. Now, when it comes to the free version, Claude 3 Sonnet, it outperforms GPT-4 sometimes, like here, and sometimes GPT-4 is still better. But this is free. And yes, it's even free for you outside the US, UK users. No worries, I got you covered. Let's go to po.com. So that's po.com. And right here at po.com, you can use Claude Sonnet for free, even outside the US and UK, just like me. Now what I want to try is uploading a picture. Let's use this one. This is a thumbnail for one of my live streams for my coaching channels. Let's say, please describe the picture. All right, here we go. Let's have a brief look at the picture. Now, again, this is for a live stream that I've done or that I'm doing. And let's see what Claude 3 Sonnet says. The image appears to be promotional material for a book or presentation about habits and personal development. The central element is a smiling man, likely an author or speaker, pictured against a green background with the text "It's just a habit" prominently displayed. On the left, there's an image of a brain within a profile view of a head, suggesting a connection to neuroscience or psychology. All right. On the right, there's a book covered The Human Magnet Syndrome by Ross Rosenberg, indicating over 150,000 copies sold in 12. Okay. I mean, I think it's very impressive that it can read this. It reads this by Ross Rosenberg, and even, yeah, that's pretty impressive. Even this up here. At the bottom, there's a live icon implying this may relate to a live stream event or online presentation. However, I cannot provide any names or identify, obviously. I mean, this is a pretty accurate description. I'm actually very, very amazed by this description. This is much, much better than anything I have seen so far. All right, let's try another thing. I wanted to upload, see how it works with a large document. So let's feed it my bachelor's thesis. What is this document about? Please answer in English. Because my thesis is in German, of course, as you can hear by my accent, I'm German, so I want Claude 3 Sonnet to answer in English. So this is a pretty long document. Let's see how Sonnet does with that. I think pretty good, because Claude 2 already was pretty good with documents, much better than GPT-4. So I presume it's probably much better. This document appears to be a bachelor thesis. Yes. I will not read through all of this, but that seems pretty accurate. It's an experimental study analyzing factors influencing bacterial N2O production in an important German estuary ecosystem. Yes, I think that's pretty accurate. So yeah, very, very good at summarizing documents, and much, much faster and better than GPT-4. All right, now I think with Claude 3 Sonnet and also Opus, we really now have a competitor that gives GPT-4 a run for its money. And I'm very, very happy and excited about that. One last thing I want to look at is coding, and that will show you a video from Matt Wolf. If you did not subscribe to his channel, I'll link it down in the description. Definitely subscribe to his channel. He has the best AI news. But since I'm not good at coding myself, I will just show his quick coding example here. He talks about a lot more. I will link this video down in the description. I really recommend that and would suggest you watch through that. But let's look through the coding part.
I wanted to write code for a JavaScript game where there's a stick figure on the screen. The stick figure can move left and right with the A and E buttons and jump with the space bar. Coins should also be placed randomly on the screen where the player can reach them. When a player touches a coin, the coin should disappear and be collected by the player. Let's see if it will write this code for us. I'll start by using the Claude 3 Sonnet model, and it gave me a large chunk of code to go ahead and copy. I'm just going to paste it into a notepad here, save it as test.html, and if I open it, I get a white box. That's it. No stick figures, no movement. All right, so I fed the problem back into Claude. It gave me some new code to test. I'm gonna go ahead and overwrite this code, save it, see if we get anything new. Okay. So this time we got a black line and a bunch of coins all over the screen. It didn't really draw it as a stick figure, but jump works, and if I jump and hit a coin, it collects the coins, just like that. Look at that, I can jump and collect these coins. Pretty good, and they're all within reach, except for maybe that one coin. I can't.
And this is just for the free model, right? 2 iterations. Now let's move forward and look at what the paid version does. Claude 3 Opus.
One test opus.html. We'll save that. And this time it didn't draw it as a stick figure, it just drew it as a square, but it seems to have worked on the first try, other than the fact that it's not a stick figure and the spacebar is kind of wonky. If I just hold it down, he'll just kind of like infinitely jump forever. But it came pretty close on the first prompt to creating the simple little script that I asked it to. Just got a little bit of a wonky.
So not bad, and this is on the very first prompt. Now let's have a look at how ChatGPT does. GPT4, that is.
Right, and I can jump, but one jump sends the stick figure all the way off the screen. All right, so I quickly just fed in the issues that I was having to ChatGPT, got some new code. I'm gonna replace the code I've got here and see if on the second try with ChatGPT, it did okay. Let's go ahead and refresh it. Okay, so this time we see our coins on the screen. If I run into the coin disappears. If I jump, it just kind of gets stuck on this new level. And the jump stops working now. I can't jump anymore. I can only move left and right. So when it comes to...
Alright, so Claude 3 did much better than GPT-4, at least in this example here. Claude to Sonnet did this after 2 iterations, Claude 3 Opus on the first try, and GPT-4 did not get it after the second try. So take that for what it is. I think Claude 3, as I said, really gives GPT a run for its money. Check it out. If you're not in the US or UK, go to po.com. But of course, the biggest advantage of GPT-4 is the GPT store, where you can create your own GPTs. You can watch a video about how to create your own GPTs right over there, and right below that you can find a free alternative, Paul AI, that also allows you to create something very similar to free GPTs. So go check it out, and I'll see you right over there.